Today at higher level, maybe at PM level, minister level, secretary level, ease of doing everybody is talking. But is it percolating down at the operating level? Maybe at when you deal with executive engineers, assistant engineers, or lower level, the same kind of thinking and the approach is not there. They still feel that good old days. So therefore, what is need of the hour is, according to me, the percolate down, the ease of doing should be at all levels, because we have to work at a working level with the lower people. Every day we can't go to minister or secretary for small things. Therefore, the ease of doing, the entrepreneur life should be made easy. It should not be made miserable. So if you suppose after allotting that we have to start industry, he has to apply for a building plans, he has to apply to pollution control for consent to operate, consent to establish these things. So if you see the practical aspects, really the one has to struggle. So these are the areas where a lot of improvement is required. An industrialist entrepreneur who is starting, whether in these corridors or anywhere, this ease of doing business should be at working level so that things will be much faster. The experience of the entrepreneurs will not be measurable, it will be happy. That's first thing. Second point is that there should be some sort of, instead of running pillar to post, a single window concept. Let there be one agency come who should coordinate with all the people and arrange in a time-bound program, where you call 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, whatever that. The approval should be, if it's not coming, it is deemed to have been approved, so that he is not made to run to pillar to post. And he gets, so that at least he can concentrate his time and resources, everything on the production and for his business, not to be after everybody to get the clearances and all those things. Apart from that, these factories, units, when they invest, most challenge this, the receivables, especially to get the receivables from the government, PSUs, anybody. MSMEs are run real problem. They don't get the working capital adequately. They face the problem. On site, they don't get the receivables. So this is one area, great. Everybody should realize, if you say 30 days credit or 40 days credit, they should pay in time. It should not be made to run later. This is one area support is required. Apart from that, most of the industries, especially at holding company, if they're investing in the projects, separate projects, SPV level, maybe infrastructure projects or industrial units, they borrow funds, holding company, and invest in units. So today, if they borrow, they have to incur interest to the banks. That interest expenditure is not allowed on the income tax. They say to borrow and invest, you should get the dividends. So out of dividends also, only 20% of the dividend is allowed as expenditure. Suppose I incur 100 rupees as interest on borrowed funds. I don't get dividends, no set off. If I get 50 rupees dividend, 20% of that 50 rupees, 10 rupees allowed. So this kind of restriction from the income tax should be relaxed, removed. When you receive the dividends, you tax it, there's no problem, because today in the hands of recipient dividends, it is taxable. But when you borrow money to invest, that interest should be allowed, that income tax relaxation is required, so that really people will come forward to invest. Apart from that, there should be robust dispute resolution mechanism. There could be, when you run the business, there could be disputes. So the system, there should be so that within a time bound, the dispute should be resolved, whether it is a court or something, so that his life is not made miserable. He knows, okay, in 3 months or 6 months, my dispute will get resolved. Then when you go for dispute before arbitrations and some regulators, it takes together. Even after winning the awards, arbitration, you don't get money. They go for appeals. High Court, Supreme Court, years together it takes. So ultimately, when I have a case, if I win something, money should come. If they want to go for appeal, let them go for appeal, no problem. But at the same time, whatever is your award amount should be released, so that it will help to the business. Otherwise, you say, okay, you give bank guarantee. To give bank guarantee, bank will say, give me 100% margin and also pay bank guarantee commission. So to get 100 rupees, I have to spend 105 rupees. So this dispute resolution mechanism in time, and the awards whenever comes, the release of the money should help the industry, so that the liquidity will improve. The very purpose of, unless he gets money, he cannot use in the business. He is stuck up. So he is always running pillar to post for his finance struggles, whether he will concentrate on the business or he will be after this litigation, disputes, banks and all these things. So these are the important things where in practical sense, a businessman Today, a businessman one should understand from the side, whether it is a government agency, anybody service provider, they have to understand, and if they in a society they treat it differently. Oh, he is doing business, he must be making a lot of money, he must be doing something wrong. That kind of attitude change, yes, they are there to facilitate. But if somebody is not following law or violating, you take action. But for the sake of one or two people, you can't make 98% people to suffer and face. So these are the small things. If the government can address properly at operating level, at lower level, at working level, and addressing the approvals, there should be timely approvals. Otherwise, it is a deemed approval. They should be concentrated single window concept. Clearance is required so that the life of entrepreneur, the life of business, the life of investor is made easy, and he is allowed to concentrate on his business, for his business, so that he is not spending time and money for litigation and fighting with people. These are the few things, if they can take care, it will be much more beneficial interest and real progress can be achieved. Thank you very much with this.